Pioneer Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription on
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hot Atlanta. Gonna be a good one. It's the legacy version, not the Super Speedway version, but the legacy version of Atlanta Motor Speedway, Hampton, Georgia, mile and a halfer. Here tonight for the next round of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Championship. Getting ready to the playoffs, baby. It's getting good in the neighborhood. And I don't mean to local Applebee's. I just stole that completely from Wesley Outlet. I feel like a straight-up idiot. Redneck announcer Jake Reeves. Eminem, Michael McKinnon, alongside the best damn producer in the business, the Australian Dean Hopton Biggles on production. This is your grid that you have right now. Lead 18, you got Wood up 47, Bevan, Bruce, they're already in. Flanagan, obviously up there pretty good. Johnson, Newton up there as well. The cut line is where it gets very interesting, Michael. You got Matt Cherry right there. He's there. Like, that's it. I mean, he is the damn cut line. Broadfoot 2 down, Meza down 3, Cody Knott, Brett Schumann. Matthew Lee, defending series champion, is in a hell of a hole. He's just got to go out here and win the damn thing to have a shot and try to make it in. Josh Rodriguez, Montgomery, all these guys up here right there around that cut line. Very, very interesting when you come to a mile and a half for like Hot Atlanta. Good evening, Michael.
Good evening, Jake. Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting, I think. 2 point down, 3 points down, 4 points down. Does that play into strategy when we get these, you know, if we get a caution before we get the stage break? I mean, what are we doing? We've only got 4 sets of tires for 150 laps at one of the most abrasive places that we go. This is going to get real interesting, Jake.
Oh, yeah. Also, cutoff race at that. Make it just a little bit more interesting. May end up having a bottle of whiskey. Well, maybe not the whole damn bottle, but maybe having a little bit of whiskey at the end of it just to try to sort it out, just to try to get herself straightened out to figure out what the heck is going on out here. The Hot Atlanta, Michael, everybody knows about it. That Super Speedway version, obviously they repaved it, done the whole 9 yards, all that good stuff. But this is the one before 2022 when the Super Speedway version got put in. This is the one, like you said, the abrasive surface where it will just absolutely eat your tires all to pieces. You can roll very fast. You can put down some serious lap times right off the bat. But after, 3 laps, you're screwed. Like, I mean, you're going to literally see times, and we're going to have you, we're going to show you this throughout the night, just how damn slow these guys is going to be. I know I said that very wrong, but that's what it's going to look like. I mean, it's going to be literally, about a second and a half, 2 seconds off their fastest lap times, which is what they're going to be having, Michael. So, very interesting racetrack, and I love this version.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a few that didn't qualify, folks. We'll get it all sorted out as we get to go. Maybe it was EOLs. I'm not sure what it was. We'll have to look on the report, but we'll give you the rundown once they take the grid. And Jacob, you were talking about this track. Folks, watch off of turn 2. It's very slick off of 2. It'll just catch you all of a sudden. You don't feel anything. All of a sudden, you're gone. 3 and 4. It's kind of a chess game. You can take it up high if you want, but you're going to come through that dog leg side by side, and you're going to be inches apart all night long. This is going to be a fun one. We need a good one here. I think we'll get a good one here, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of the banana peel turn over there in turn 2. Real quick, Nazareth 6 hours of Daytona, May 31st, obviously the weekend after Memorial Day. $40 a team, 2-man teams. The GT road racing. That's the best we can pop it up. Obviously, no, I'm just kidding around. GTP, LMP2s, GT3s, all that good stuff. 20 teams, all that good stuff. Entry-based payouts, race control, broadcasted obviously here on the National 360 Racing Network. One fast prayer. May 31st, 2026. I believe Wes Outland said 1:30, somewhere in that range. Scan that QR code. We'll be showing that later on as well to get yourself signed up if you have not yet done so. But here we go. Darren's Detail and Shine 225. Good God Almighty, it sounds like a Hotlanta one. Up front row, Jeff Merck. Remember, he has won here. He won here at this track to clinch his only Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series title. Keith Haney on the outside. I really hope that is not what he looks like. If it is, I'm not saying anything. Flip-flop go to row 2, right behind them. 3-5 Josh Rodriguez and defending DSR Electric Truck Series champion Matt Cherry. They're going to start their season this coming Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on the National 360 Racing Network. Dustin Scruggs, TBB, not TP, TB. Damn LMPs and all that others got me all messed up. Tristan Bruce, row 3 right here, one of the youngsters here in the field. Right behind him, you got James Beard and David Flanagan. Remember Flanagan very, very up high on that playoff bracket grid, so he ain't got nothing to worry about. He better watch yourself. Let's not screw up here or nothing. Let's not do something crazy, but he should be good to go for the next round. Ed Osborne and defending C.O.P.S Truck Series champion Matt Lee. Needing a good night tonight, probably a win if you're rolling off from P10 to you, Michael.
Yeah, going to P11, we see right here we've got Dane Hagan and then P12 Devin Painter. That's a good effort by Dane Hagan there, putting it in P11. P13, we got Isaac Bevan. He locked himself into St. Petersburg. He's just running for points tonight. And then Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, bringing up P14. Row 8, we're going to see Robbie Richards. We love seeing him back, and he's got him a Ram this time. I love seeing Robbie back in the mix alongside Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson. Probably not what he wanted out of his qualifying effort, but we always makes himself to the front. P17, we see Cody Knott in the 26 right there, and he'll be alongside Brandon Schumann in that 52 machine. And then row 10, that will bring us to Matthew Montgomery in the 24, and ending off your top 20 will be Matthew Cummins.
Right behind him, 21st, going to find Dana Shepard. Always a big following here on the National 360 Racing Network. And the youngster, MDW, the weatherman, Matthew David Wood, rolling off on the outside of row 11, P22. 23rd, you got to find Mr. Sacco, Nick Sacco. I'm real curious. You know what? I'm not even going to ask about his socks. I really don't know, and I really don't care. I have no idea where I was going with that. But Adam Newton will be starting to his outside. That's the Bulldog. Was in the championship round last season for the DSR Electric Truck Series. Brandon Broadfoot, talked about him right there on that cut line. Curtis Banks. Not sure if that is a Photoshop picture. If it is, I wouldn't. Yeah, actually, I would believe it. Adam Lichty, Raul Meza, those is not Photoshopped. Guaranteed, I'll tell you. Lichty, Meza, all-time starter in Nazareth, starting off P28. And right behind him, he ain't held a steering wheel in his lifetime. Mr. Race Director, Mr. TJ Moore, as we get going. Dude, I tell you, I'll take every chance I can with it. Race analysis, obviously, you see it, 30 30, 80, 65, excuse me, a little bit glare right there. 30, 65 have cautions at each one of them going to 150. 4 sets of tires, Michael, you talked about it just a second ago. Obviously 100% fuel capacity, so obviously they're going to be more worried about the tires as more of anything. And obviously green, white, checkered attempts, if we get down to them, unlimited with the figure 8. Right here in the afternoon, here in hot Atlanta, air temp 69 degrees, track temp 95 here tonight for the Darren's Detail and Shine 225. Pace truck is pulling off. Last race in the round of 18. How about you out there with the National 360 Racing Network? Hold your beer cans up just like I am. We're in the Dirty South. And rock them and subscribe them. Ring the bell with the National 360 Racing Network. Keep up with it all. As Jeff Burke, Keith Haney, green flags in the air. Michael off of turn 2. Merck shoots out ahead.
Yeah, we're already seeing a little bump in there. Tristan Bruce got into the back end of Matt Cherry there. They're kind of stacked up on the outside. But this outside line will roll early in the run if they can just hold on right there. You see Keith Haney doing a great job. Just trying to keep it out of the wall right there, Jake. But this dog leg, folks, as this thing progresses, these tires slick up, it gets to be treacherous right through there as Merck makes the lead lap 1 and makes the move to the bottom.
Yeah, we saw the real cam and the virtual cam right there for the past champion here of Jeff Merck, literally chomping at the bit. Literally chomping at the bit. Here tonight in Atlanta, Keith Haney will shoot around the outside, take hold of the race lead. Matt Cherry going to try to follow him up there on the top side. Haney from Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia boy going to lead him right here on lap 2. Haney goes to the front. Cherry kicks back to second. Merck goes to third. Rodriguez and Tristan Bruce, they're going to battle for fourth over in 2.
Yeah, I don't know if Merck had a slip there, but they both got a huge run off the top side, able to take the lead right here. And as I said, folks, as we watch all night long, watch turn 2. Turn 2 is absolutely treacherous. About lap 7 or 8, you start getting there. Let's see what this Highline's got with Matt Cherry trying it out right here as he's all the way out to the wall.
Yeah, almost ended up pancaking it up against the outside potato wall. Now it'll be Cherry and Haney. Believe it or not, both of them damn near rhyming as they complete lap 3, go into lap 4. Cherry up top, Haney on the bottom. Watch for the slippy slidey. Cherry almost getting a little bit loose. Everybody looks like they get through there relatively clingy. Damn! Cherry up here leading this. That messed me all up right there big time. But anyway, biggest mover of the race is Raul Meza, up 8 spots all the way up to 20th. And Denver, Colorado's Tristan Bruce trying to slide up here and mix it up. He's going to the P3 spot battle as Catchfist Motorsports teammate, that being Jeff Merck through 1 and 2.
Yeah, last week's winner at Phoenix looking good again. He's just here for the points as well. He's already locked in. We know he's going to the fast 12, so we know he's fast. And we also know we got MDW. He'll be moving his way. Who I'm interested in, Josh Rodriguez, 10 points up on the cut line. I want to make sure he stays clean and green tonight. Doesn't take a lot of chances. We know he's got the speed every week. So let's see if he can put a full race together and move himself into that fast 12, Jake.
Yeah, very good possibility for Rodriguez. Flanagan now going to shoot around him, slide him up to the 7th, kick Rodriguez back 5 spots. Michael, this is something that we see time and time again when we come to Atlanta, is you see Dustin Scruggs now down on the inside from Jeff Merck. Merck, I don't know what the hell he is eating, but he is loving it. But anyway, we see this time and time again, no kidding, Michael, with drivers that will start up at the front, and then right here, about this point right here, you'll start to see guys starting to drop off. Half of the time, they're either falling off because of the tires being straight up worn out, because they just eat them alive right there at the start. It's Tristan Bruce taking a shot at Haney for P2. Either that, Michael, or they're taking the opportunity to just go ahead and just drop back and let some of these other guys go, and they'll catch them on the back end after these other guys have burnt their tires up. So it's either a saving deal or they've already burnt them up.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Jake. It's like we say, bro, this is a weird track. You're usually loose in 2, and you're usually tight in 4 as your tires start to go. And you see this, trying a little side draft right here, but some guys will fall back, try to get the temperature out of the tires a little bit, make another run at it. The problem is, these aren't real long stages. They're long enough, maybe if you're in the top 20 here, you could make a move like that later in things. So most of these guys, I think they're just trying to go and probably slip sliding around, Jake. That's the problem at this track. You can just feel great, and all of a sudden you're just all over the place.
Well, one thing I also love about this place, Michael, is literally, you can run anywhere you want to on this racetrack. You can run all the way up on the high side tickler line, right smack dab in the middle in the bologna sandwich line, which is what I like to call right smack dab in the middle of 2 pieces of bread, and then always down in the cellar where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Granny. You can run anywhere you want on the racetrack here in Atlanta, but you got to be careful, know what you're doing, know when you're doing it, because if you do it at the wrong time, you can end up screwing yourself. You can literally end up stepping on yourself, and you got to know what you're doing, because this was a racer's track. Obviously, they repaved it in 2022, made it into a super speedway, and it is what it is today. Fastest 5 for the 5-lap average, James Beard at the top of it. Tristan Bruce 4th on that list, right in behind Matt Cherry. But he is faster than him. Now Wood, 17th, starting to move up as well. Raul Meza has cracked the double digits for biggest mover. He is all the way up 13 spots. Raul Meza on the charge back there. He's still back there in 15th, but he is on the charge right on board with Tristan Bruce.
Yeah, I might be a little worried about that, Jake. He might be going just a little too hard, trying to get, he's got to go through the traffic. He's probably high, he's probably low. Might want to back it down just a little bit, save a little tire, but you see he's starting to put a little bit of pressure on Matthew David Wood, even as we were seeing the places swap back and forth. As for now, Cherry out to that 2/10 of lead. That's a good lead right now. To me, he's comfortable. The arrows, no arrow affecting him. Everybody wants to get to the front, right, Jake? We want to keep this right front on this thing. The best way to do that is to get out of everybody's wash.
Yeah, that also, and get out front, get your name called, get some laps led, get some recognition for those sponsors that obviously pay to get on those trucks right there. Jeff Murdoch, Tristan Bruce, obviously Catch Fence Motorsports. Teammates may have a little something to say right here with Matt Cherry, and correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. Granted, I've been out here, Pat, a couple of times. Obviously, we'll talk about that under caution. Had a great time with my son at the minor league baseball game last week. But doesn't Matt Cherry, Tristan Brooks, don't they have a little bit of beef? Well, pretty much everybody's got beef, at least from what I've heard. I've heard all kinds of beef's been going on, but I believe Matt Cherry, Tristan Bruce, they got a little bit of beef. Yeah, right. I got a little bit of beef. I got a little. We'll talk about it under the caution at the end of the stage. But Michael, don't Cherry and Bruce have a little bit of beef?
They've had it in the past, that's for sure, Jake. You know what was weird this week though? The chat was eerily calm. Like, we got a caution somewhere. Somebody else has got some beef right now, Jacob.
Damn, Isaac Gavin going around, but he ain't got nothing to worry about. Michael, like you said, already locked in to the Elite 12. He ain't got nothing to worry about, so he is good to go on that one. As we'll take a look at the instant replay, see kind of what happened right here. Maybe he might have called it. Whoa, damn. Sliding sideways. Who got into him right there?
I'm not sure, but we had a big checkup right in front of him. I think that's what caused it. Somebody got into MDW right here, or MDW got into them, got him a little bit. Yeah, Matthew
14.
Cummins there, and that checked him up. And then Robbie Richards with the rear end slap right there, let's say. And Meza able to shoot the gap. Devin Painter right in the middle. Hopefully they were all able to hold it together right there. Oh my God, ARCA brake. What in the world? Adam Lichty?
This is right here. Started. I got a bad feeling we may end up hiding our kids, hiding our wives, and hiding our ex-wives here in a minute, riding on board with Adam Lichty. As you see the accident. Meza shot the metal, son. Got out of Dodge and gassed it up and got out of there. Watch this right here. Like I said, folks, hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives if they're sitting right beside of you. Bad situation if you're sitting with your wife and your ex-wife on the couch watching this. But hey, if that's how you roll, that's how you roll. Listen to this. Oh, good God. Oh,
my God. What was he doing, Jake? What was he doing, Jacob? Come on now.
I have no idea. I tell you what, Dean, you wanted it. Dean, you wanted it.
We got beef.
We got beef. How do you do that? How do you do that? He never lifted. Listen to we just heard the engine. Listen to the engine. He never lifted.
Watch the RPMs. Watch RPM.
Little bit.
Barely off. Oh my God.
You got to lift you got to lift harder than that right there.
Yeah, maybe touch a brake or, oh my goodness, Jake.
The
I've
pedal
seen some crazy stuff. That's crazy.
Nobody pitting right here, though. Nobody looking like they're going to take a pit stop. Nobody. Literally, I'm sitting there
if I needed stage points, I'd take them.
Yeah,
if I needed stage points, I'd take them right now.
Nobody going in. Adam Lichty goes in. Brandon Schumann way back there in the back. Obviously, Isaac Bevan, he's pretty much done for. Pace Lights is out. They're doubling up. We was going to take a commercial break, but I think we'll end up getting one probably when that stage break hits. We're also seeing nobody getting up here in the live chat. Obviously, Dean Hopkins already said somebody needs to start lighting it up or he is going to kill the production. We're just kidding. But seriously, light it up on a Friday night. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know where you're at. We don't want your address. We don't care about that. But let us know what you're doing. Let's know what you're drinking. Michael, it's been a little while. I've actually got me a Michelob Ultra. I'm sipping on it right now. It's been a little while. Real quick before we get back green, as I mentioned, I was going to talk about it under caution, and it's going to be a quick one. But yeah, first time got to take little man to the High A affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. The High A affiliate, those are the ones that they play baseball through the summer and they work real jobs through the winter. But I mean, local team and everything, they got the win. I can't believe he actually made it 7 innings for a 9-month-old. So here's to you on that one, son. Here we go, back at it, 14 to go. Look at the wheel spin. Whole lot of wheel spin. Cherry sliding. Bruce slid a little bit as well, but he'll get the advantage, shoot around the outside. And here comes Keith Haney, door to door. Cherry back at it, but it's Bruce with the lead off of turn 2.
Yeah, that was a big time wheel spin there. Lucky everybody didn't get piled up right there. So now we got it all back gathered together here. We'll see what Keith Haney's got. He was hanging back a little bit, I think. He's been going hard the entire time. He knows he needs the points. He wants the points. You see Flanagan out there. He's starting to make a move toward the front, Jake.
Yeah, Flanagan trying to make something happen. One of those drivers, obviously, that is in a good position to be able to make it into the next round. We saw the playoff grid earlier. Flanagan way up there at the top, so he just doesn't want to have a catastrophic night, but which could happen. But I still think he's going to be good to go, and I still think he'd be able to make it more or less locked in. But Flanagan ain't worried about that. Wanting to ride that momentum any way that he can. Keep the momentum going. Get the points. Bake them. And be ready when we get to rocking and rolling next week for the Elite 12. Flanagan on the inside. Haney up top. Battle for fourth on your screen off of turn 2.
Yeah, and you can see that momentum off the high side, Jake. Yeah, I'm surprised, this late in the run, of course, guys try to get up a little higher, but he's using mostly the bottom here, 3 and 4, but he's been on the top in 1 and 2. He's getting a great run down that backstretch. Terry, Merck, they're starting to reel interest in a little bit, down to, 168, 160 on the timing, 0.12. See if they got anything for him here as they come off of 2.
Yeah, obviously, this is the Elite 18 going into the Fast 12. Make sure that I corrected myself on that one. As here comes Matt Cherry trying to slide up here. Get right up on the tailgate. Take the air off his spoiler, no doubt. Make a shot. Coming this time, 9 to go. Bruce up against... They're going to make... Hey, coming off of turn 4. Cherry on the inside. He is there. Bruce on the outside as well. And whoa, here comes Jeff Merck. He is not happy about that. Seeing his teammate getting the door bang coming off of 4. Cherry squirts out ahead. Merck trying to maybe stick his nose smack down in the middle. Look at Merck. He ain't happy about it. He'll go with Bruce. Bruce to the lead. Merck trying to go for second now. Throw all 3 of them literally under a blanket. Extra small blanket. Hell, let's take the top 6 with Haney, Flanagan, and Scruggs joining the battle.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I mean, we got 6 guys under a blanket. I brought those back 3 right back up to them. Just been able to get away out of that situation. I don't know if Cherry got them heated up after that spin on the restart, but Merck with a really good move there. Of course, he chose his teammate, and then here comes Merck. He's going to take a dive into the 3 and 4. Slide job. And let's see what we got. Yeah, Bruce able to hold it down there, but Merck with a really good slide job there, Jake.
Yeah, Merck sliding it right on up there. Now the youngster versus veteran of Jeff Merck. And it is on like Donkey Kong. We're talking about the banana peels. Almost some door banging. Look at Merck. Bruce gets sideways. Merck in behind him. Everybody taking a shot. Haney will go 3 wide down to the inside. Haney shooting out of a cannon on the inside. Trying to go for second. Merck trying to hold it down on the outside lane. Trying to make it back 3 wide. Cherry slides up, puts the block on him. 2 by 2 behind the race leader, Tristan Bruce. As now check it out. Brandon Broadfoot up 20 spots, the biggest mover in the field. He'll go up to the 5th spot.
20 spots, Jake. My goodness, he has had a great run. And Matthew Daywood up 15. He's just 2 back, but great job with Brandon Broadfoot there. I didn't even see him coming up the road, and all of a sudden, there he is. He's going to see if he can help Haney get himself up through here. All these guys right under him. Like, this is just great racing, folks. This is harder than it looks at this track. Great racing right now as MDW coming around the outside.
Oh, baby, I'm telling you, you want your door banging, you want your hard racing, you want your door banging, you want your hard racing. Here's your hard racing. How about it, baby? We love it. Matt Cherry up here. Bruce, he'll slide by, trying to go around the outside, trying to take over the race lead. Merck right in behind him. Cherry slides up, puts the block on him. Absolutely incredible racing here tonight in Atlanta. This is how you do it on a Friday night in the Dirty South. Tristan Bruce up at the front, 4 laps to go. Jeff Merck, Cherry, they're going to battle for the 2nd spot with Brandon Broadfoot, Flanagan, and Matthew David Wood smack dab in the middle of this with 4 coming back this time, 3 laps to go. Michael, honestly, I don't have a clue who's going to end up winning this stage. I'd be betting on Tristan Bruce, but I'm not going to do it because he'll probably end up wrecking, and then you got that whole commentator curse thing.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to pick anybody either. I just want to see what Cherry's got left. He's been slipping, sliding side by side all the way through this second half of this stage right here. But he's able to reel interest in almost every single time. We just cannot quite get the pass done. You see everybody's starting to go up the track a little bit. You get this, like Jake said earlier, that's where you get that tight loose. Let's see if this draft will help. We got Flanagan. He is real fast. And here comes MDW on the bottom. I can't believe this kid. He just comes out of nowhere every time at the end of the stage. Here he is, Jake.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, the weatherman himself, MDW, Matthew David Wood, sliding on up here, making his presence known. Remember, has not won a championship here on the Friday Night Series. Would absolutely love to make it happen here in season 11. Cherry snaps loose. Cherry stuck in the middle. Matt Cherry, a miss on the 45. Everybody went around him. Bruce went by. Flanagan went by. Broadwood and MDW as you roll on board with him on the outside lane. They come back this time. White flag is in the air, and look who may have a damn shot to get it. Double deuce. Brandon Broadfoot up 24 spots. Remember, he made a pit stop. He pitted on lap 15. Everybody else decided to hold on to a set of tires. Broadfoot shoots out ahead. Here comes Flanagan. Bruce slow right there coming off of 2. Flanagan going to take a shot down to the inside. Wood tries to follow him. But the only man up inside the top 20 that decided, top 19 rather, that decided to make a pit stop, and by God, it's going to pay off for him. Brandon Broadfoot wins stage 1. Caution is out. Broadfoot needed the points, wanted the points, took a gamble, and that's exactly where he's going to end up getting it. He gets the playoff point plus 10 stage points. Remember, Michael, he was right there on that cut line. Might help him out right here.
Yeah, a couple points down. That's what I was talking about earlier, Jake, because I was surprised the guys that needed the points didn't take that chance. The drop-off is so severe here, we knew it would be that way, and you saw him. He was able to drive right around the leaders, get the 10 points, and move right on into stage 2.
There you see Brandon Broadfoot, rather, right there, -2 here in the Elite 18 coming in tonight. And obviously, that's going to help him out as well. Cherry, obviously, right there on that cut line. He gets some stage points as well. But there's a whole lot of them that didn't. Ed Osborne didn't get none. Matthew Montgomery did not get none. James Beard actually got some right there in that area. Meza didn't. Cody Knott didn't. Brandon Schumann, I don't believe he did. No, he did not. Dana Shepard, obviously. Matt Lee, obviously out here as well, is going to take a shot at it, but he is way back there in the 26th spot. So, just a crazy, just how everything just kind of flipped right there. There you see the last one to pit was Broadfoot. Here's the problem. Now he is going to be down a set of tires, so he's going to have 2 sets of tires laying in the pits. Everybody else will have 3 once they make that opportunity. Broadfoot going to lead them down pit road. They're going to take a pit stop. Hell yeah, we'll take one with them. Friday night, Hot Atlanta. Last race in the round of 18. We're back with Brandon Broadfoot right after this.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running
Back here on the National 360 Racing Network, Matthew Montgomery going to slide out here and get a hold of it. He takes hold of the race lead, pitted on 15, and that's exactly when the last time he pitted, because he did not come down with the rest of these old boys. Take an opportunity to get him some fresh rubber. Maybe just going to stay out right here. I would think he may jump in. No, he's going to throw a hell of a curveball. Coming back in, we was just fixing to interview him. Maybe... What, Michael, help me out here. Did he get busted? Did he get a black flag, speeding, pit road, something?
Yeah, it had to be something right there. I mean, I don't understand. He needs it. That was did he take fuel? I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, I think we may need to talk to him on this one, figure out what he did. Okay, so here we go. Bring up your stage 1 winner, Brandon Broadfoot. Broadfoot, what did you do? You come back down pit road. What'd you do?
Yes, sir. Hey, that's just a part of the plan for the night for me. I'm 2 below the cut line, so my plan was just go for stage points and hope for a caution about halfway, and we got one about halfway. I was hoping around 10, but 15 will do, and got her done, baby. Now we're back here with older tires, but I think it's gonna the intensity is gonna start to get up a little higher on this restart here.
Okay, so you didn't take tires. You didn't take tires on
No, not on that one. Nope, just fuel.
What?
Yep.
We'll see what happens. We only got
2 left in the pit, so we don't want to burn them up that too early.
But you get the rest of the race.
Thank God.
Look like Matt Sherry possibly got a black flag. Montgomery on the tires at the start, 3 wide. Tristan Bruce shooting it down on the inside. Flanagan goes around. Montgomery on the old shoes. And here we go, baby. Michael's getting good up here at the front. Bruce Flanagan one and Kirby at the front. You don't know where he comes. Here comes Kirby.
Yeah, Kermit coming off that 2nd place last week. Great run, and here he is again. Playing the strategy well. We see Montgomery there. He kind of expected that he would go back. That tire spin, of course, hurt worse. But great run out of Luke so far. And you see Josh Rodriguez, like I said, he needs a quiet, nice race, and he's going to move right along. I mean, he's just rolling right there in the top 5, top 6 all night long. And Tristan Bruce trying to stretch it out away from Flanagan right now.
Yeah, Tristan Bruce trying to ease it on up here, moving on over. Slide up here, maybe have a shot, try to win this race. Granted, obviously we are, real quick, we didn't do it. Stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. Not real sure if we broke the glass because, hell, we went 3 wide, threw everybody off right there at the start. But we just broke the glass, literally stone cold style here on a Friday night. Bruce up here at the front, not a huge lead. but still holding it down. Here comes Devin Pater up 6 spots, make it 7 spots as he works his way around the 25 of James Beard. And the Bulldog, Adam Newton, one of the biggest movers so far here in this race. It's going to flip-flop all night long, folks. Wood up 19 right now. Adam Newton right now up 17. Nick Sacco up 12. That's the biggest movers. As you saw some more info here in the race with some of the laps and just how everything is. But one thing about this, Michael, we talked about this a second ago. Some of the fastest laps that's been turned is 30.8s, 30.9s, all that good stuff. Here is the fastest 5-lap average, which obviously it is affected by the cautions. Dan, is there any way we can show what the last lap time, or the last lap time, the very last lap time that they ran right there? Look at what it already is. They have already started knocking it down. Wood up here at the front, hitting 31.4s. And his fastest lap, actually his fastest lap was a 31.196. So he's been very, very calm with his tires. He ain't up there hitting no 30.9s, Michael.
No, and that's what it's all about here, Jake. We all know that. Of course you want to have speed. That's what we all want. But this is the place you have to manage your equipment. That means aero-wise, tires, brake bias, everything. You have to manage everything perfectly at this track because these guys are making it look easy tonight. And trust me, all those folks watching right now, this track is not easy. As Jake said earlier before, this is a driver's track. And you can go anywhere. As he said, you can run that third lane, the middle, you can run wherever you want. But you have got to manage your equipment here or you are going to slide straight to the back.
Yeah, you don't want to slide to the back here. I mean, obviously, especially if you're one of those biggest movers like Wood and Newton and Sacco that have been up here at the front or for a good majority of the race. You don't want to end up sliding back there after you've literally busted your tail for so long to get yourself up here in this situation to try to help yourself. But Wood, he's sliding back. He ain't even wanting to try to slide back. Hell, he's trying to go for the race lead here on Tristan Bruce. Here's stage 2 presented by the Class Mechanics. Stage 2, obviously 12 of 35, 42 of 150 here tonight. For the Darren's Detail and Shine 225. Darren's Detail and Shine also the title sponsor of the White Flag Lap, which obviously will be giving them their love at that point in time as well. Bruce up here at the front. Wood right in behind him. Flanagan, Newton, James Beard, top 5 as they come back to the line. Lap 13 of 35 here in stage number 2. Lap 43 on the board. I tell you what, if we can, let's feel the roar here tonight at Hot Atlanta. Feel the roar, rather. Hot Atlanta, we're going to take a break. We'll drink the rest of this beer. Stage 2, Glass Mechanic, Cops, Trucks, baby. It's on like Donkey Kong. Tristan Bruce up here still at the front. Wood right behind him. Newton has slid up here and got up into the 3rd spot. Wood and Newton damn near started right beside one another, 20 and 21 respectively for the positions that they've been up. Sacco still up 13. Cody Knott up 9. Broadfoot, see, he's still up 8 spots from where he started. Remember, he took that opportunity to hold on to a set of tires. Trying to work his way back up here in the mix. Oh, good God, James Beard and Devin Pater made contact going into turn 1.
Yeah, a little scary moment there. We haven't seen a whole lot of problems out of guys, but a few of these guys slipped sliding away right here, Jake, and I love that paint job on that 99. You know why I love it? Because I did it. That's a pretty-ass truck, boy.
I'd love it too if I made it, but I don't have those kind of skills. I trust me, I tried to make a paint scheme. If anybody remembers, back in the day when I used to race here in Nazareth, the paint scheme that I ran, I made it. And I got to give all the credit to iRacing for giving me the templates, because there is no way in hell I could have made that all by myself. No way. Here we go. Check. The lead is on, though. Wood took a shot, got out of the gas barrier. He's going to try to dump it down on the inside, maybe try to get a run. Got out of the gas early, but Bruce rode the top side, got the momentum. Michael, that outside lane, remember I talked about it. You can go wherever you want. Down in the center of Granny, Peppy Eyes, the Moonshine from Granny, the Bologna Sandwich line, or all the way high side Tickler line, which is what MDW is running right here. You see the run that Wood is getting, try to get down to the inside. He gets a hell of a run off of turn 2, but he is absolutely eating his tires alive. As God Almighty, what a slide job on Tristan Bruce.
Yeah, we've seen Tristan do it to MDW 3 or 4 times out of the dog-legged Phoenix last week. I think MDW just paying him back a little bit right there, putting him in the dirty area, and we'll see if he can keep up with him here. There wasn't any beef out of last week. It was just fun to watch Tristan time and time again slide job MDW.
And remember, folks, these are the 2 young guns that I talk about all the time. Very, very young drivers right here in the Concerns Up Police Survivors Truck Series, and putting on a show as they usually do. David Flanagan, Adam Newton right here going for the 3rd spot. Flanagan trying to be up 5 spots from where he started at here this evening. And Newton just trying to hold on, trying to be at least up 20. As he is in the 4th spot trying to ride this outside lane. And he'll get back at it. Gets the run on the outside. Maybe pull Devin Painter. No, Flanagan able to jump up, block that advance. As Devin Painter holding on to the 5th spot. Right behind him, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, James Beard, Cody Knott, and Ed Osborne. Top 9, Jeff Burke actually holding on inside the top 10. Boy, that turn 4 is getting interesting.
Yeah, we've seen Painter a couple times. He's hung it out on turn 2 twice, now on turn 4. He's doing a great job. And we see James Beard. This is what I was wondering, Jake. You showed him as the fastest first 5-lap average, but, man, he is able to hang in there right now. He's just doing a tremendous job. I thought maybe he went out too hard to, burn the tires up, but he's doing an outstanding job. And then our Stage 1 winner, Brandon Broadfoot's back there on old shoes, and he's worked his way back up to 15th on the old shoes.
Yeah, I mean, and that may end up working out for Broadfoot if he didn't blow a tire here in the next 14 laps and be able to get himself back even with everybody. Hell, he may end up getting 10th before it's all said and done. I don't see it, considering Broadfoot is about 12 seconds back from the race leader, and then you go to the 10th place spot with Jeff Burke, 3 seconds back. The challenge for the lead is on. Bruce going after Wood, not able to do it. Wood gets the outside lane, gets the run, gets back going, but back to what we were talking about with Brandon Broadfoot, I think he's just so damn far back. I don't think he's going to be able to get himself back in that situation. But Michael, with 13 to go, if he can hold on, he can get back on the even playing field with some of these leaders and make it interesting right there in that final stage.
Absolutely. He was able to steal 10 points. If he can hang where he's at right now, he's no worse to wear. We see it looks like Keith Haney's probably doing the same strategy. He's falling back with the old shoes on. Matthew Montgomery, we know he did. Josh Rodriguez, all these guys trying to save some treads for later on in the race. But as clean as we're going right now, they may not get an opportunity to use that extra set. We'll just have to wait and see, Jake.
This is the best that Nazareth has to offer here on a Friday night. Making it interesting right here is Wood holding it down up at the front. Bruce right behind him. Both of them electing to run the outside lane. Michael, we talk about dirty air all the time. We talk about that aspect of what it can do. Dirty air, and obviously, iRacing went through all these models, went through these updates, changed the aerodynamics on these trucks, and the dirty air is crazy, and the aerodynamic, all that crazy stuff. That quite honestly pissed a lot of us off when we were drivers. You know what? Screw it. I'll call it. Why not? We hated the updates. I hated the updates 9 ways to Sunday, changing how the trucks drove and everything. Leave it alone. If it's good, just leave it alone. But they want to try to make it as realistic as possible. But, Michael, when you get yourself in a dirty air situation like Bruce had with Wood up on the top side, running like right here, Bruce Flanagan up top. Dirty air is a factor right here. What do you make of this, especially on an abrasive track surface like Atlanta is?
Well, and you can see the it's a little rubbering in a little bit toward the bottom. So up high, it's more abrasive because it's got more grip. But if you don't have a downforce on that front, it's going to slide the front in. It's going to hurt you in the long run. These guys, I understand what they're trying to do, stay out of the wake of MDW, but they're also hurting themselves a little more than I think they need to when they could get down on that rubbered in part, save a little rubber for later in the run, which we only got 9 to go. I get all that, but this is the game these guys play. I mean, if you're going to be as realistic as you possibly can, this is the real game. Do you run on the rubbered in part where it might be just a little slicker, but you're still not hurting the tire very much? Or do you go up where it is abrasive, where the sand is, the marbles are, try to get a little more grip and hold your position?
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen out of that situation just to figure it out. But we'll see what they do, obviously, with 6 laps to go. Make that 8 laps to go here in stage number 2, 58 of 150. Here as, obviously glass mechanic stage 2, obviously breaking the glass. And here we go, battle for second is on. Flanagan taking a shot at Bruce, but outside lane once again prevails. Michael, I think it's just going to be a bad spot right here that you're just going to have to figure out. I mean, you have to figure out something. I mean, Bruce has already figured it out. Wood has already figured it out. That outside lane, it is king right now. Everybody on the inside lane. And look right there. Newton almost took advantage of it with Flanagan on the bottom. Newton got the run on the outside, trying to go for third right here. That outside lane is king. At least over in 1 and 2 it is. 3 and 4 kind of looks like that bottom side may end up working out for him.
Now, I think that was that air we were talking about there. He got a little bit on the nose, got it to turn a little better. But right here this is where everybody's having the trouble, right? You know Newton wants up there for the momentum, but if he goes up there, he's got the air taken off the nose, and he could, smack the wall, spin, do several things. It's just, it's a balancing act. It's usually, there's enough fall off to passing automatic here. But these guys are so talented that they're just able to hold it right where they're at, and they know how to protect their spot. Newton, I think he's got the fastest truck of the 3. He just can't find a place to get it open. This might do it right here if he can get up to the back of Tristan, but Flanagan just said, heck with that. I'm going to slide job the hell out of you and get in the wall. This will give the Bulldog an opportunity here.
Yeah, he may end up getting the damn twofer out of it, but had to get out of the gas. That's going to open the door for James Beard on the outside to shoot around and make the spot happen. But no, Newton able to fire back hard on the inside. Luke Smith coming at the front, going to get into this mix. Devin Painter going to get into this mix. It's amazing, Michael, when you see one driver leading this whole pack and literally, if you want to call it this, holding everybody up. Literally, but Flanagan was able to shoot by Tristan Bruce. And the reason I say it seems like he's holding everybody up is Wood's gone. I mean, Wood over a second right now, which is a lot here at Atlanta. Flanagan may be trying to make it happen, but it just seemed like there for a second this battle that they had going on. I mean, look, Wood obviously the fastest 5-lap average, obviously, but it just seemed like to me this battle for second is literally just kind of holding everybody up. And you got that many trucks behind you, and the race leader just pulling away.
Yeah, and you see Flanagan in the wall again. Oh, he's all loose here. Hang on to it, Bush. Hang on to it, David. But yeah, it's like you said, this side-by-side battling where you can't clear the lap the way you want to. It's just let MDW get away. But James Beard, I mean, he is rim riding 3 and 4, and it's going to pay the dividend. Looks like he might actually clear Adam Newton by the time we get out of 1 and 2, or he already did it. Just a great job by James. Luke Smith coming firing up the middle, Devin Painter, all the same players this stage with MDW, all the while driving away. As these guys battle, he's just driving away.
Yeah, I mean, literally fighting like fighter jets back here for that second spot as Wood just cruising on out of here. Raul Metz right up the road. He made the run. His Beard gets loose. 4 stacks him up. Luke Smith coming at the front, going to lose 2 spots out of it. Devin Painter goes by. Cody Knott's going to go by. Beard got loose, held up. Luke Smith coming at the front, going to try to take a shot at him. Back up here with Tristan Bruce and obviously Adam Newton. They're going to battle for that third spot. Flanagan's able to get away. Bruce outside, Newton down the bottom, but up front, MDW, Matthew David Wood. He was running down Matthew Cummins. He's going to be able to save him on that one lap. MDW, the weatherman, Matthew David Wood. Stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. He will win it. And Surf Pro Caution is out second one of the night. Both cautions, mind you, have been at the end of the stages. Well, granted, Isaac Bevan, he spun around and he got T-boned or arc brake by Adam Lacty. I forgot all about that one. But third caution of the event. How the hell could you forget it? Third caution of the event. 2 of them for stages, 1 of them because of that crash, obviously, that I was talking about. And MDW coming up here, 21 spots, matching his truck number. Chevy's looking hot here tonight, Michael.
Yeah, it looks real good. We know his talent. I mean, he's always up front. I'm sure people get tired of us talking about the young man, but what can you do? Somebody's going to have to beat him one of these days, Jake. But as for right now, not today.
You know, Michael, I've had people come up to me and send me messages in the live chat, and they say it all the time. You talk about the kid too much. Oh yeah, I think he's your pet. You know, I think he's your favorite. He's your favorite driver. You're always following him. Newsflash for every single one of you. Third time tonight, Dean. We got beef. Figure out a way to beat him, and we'll quit talking about him. He's that damn good.
That's the fact, man.
How do you beat him, Dean? Beat him in road courses.
Oh, good luck on that, Brady. Good luck on that.
Good luck on that.
Pit stop.
Pit stops. Wood gonna lead them all down pit road. Pit stops, as Luigi and Guido would say in cars. Pit stop. Wood's gonna lead them down pit road. We're gonna take a pit stop with them. We're back here at Hotlanta. Final race in the round of 18. We're back right after this.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing.
Back at it in Hotlanta. MDW, the weatherman, Matthew David Wood up here getting the stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic win. And looking like he is going to try to at least finish where his card number is, the positions gained. Would make sure I got that out there right. Matt, buddy, congratulations on the stage 2 win. Buddy, tell us about your race so far.
Well, I think Hotlanta absolutely fits it right now. It feels like the tires are melting to the pavement. But yeah, I mean, I've really been working on trying to save tire this whole race. I've always liked this place because of that, but it's a little bit different now. I can't really run off the right rear like I like to. It's more the right front, and the whole truck just feels kind of floaty like the truck normally is. So it's been different than what I've experienced in the past year, but overall, going from, I think I started 22nd, but then I had to drop to like 28th around there. But just taking my time through the field. I'm sorry to, I think it was Matt Cummings. I'd gotten to his back end and he got loose and came back up and wasn't clear and came off my nose. I should have realized that sooner, but sorry to him, sorry to everybody involved in that. But yeah, we'll go on. Hopefully have a clean race, and Lord's blessed me with another opportunity to praise his name.
All righty, we'll see what happens. Obviously, so we'll see what we got right there. As the points goes, no, he doesn't need them. We'll slide him on down. He doesn't need the points. He's good to go. Matt, buddy, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
We'll slide him on down there. Don't want to screw him up right here on this restart as we are at it. Obviously, we've heard it in the live chat all the time. This is when it counts. When and you are in MDW Matthew David Wood shooting out ahead. Bruce holding on to second. Newton, Flanagan, Beard. That's the top 5. Like and subscribe if you love it here on Nashville 360 Racing Network. We're actually hearing from our great producer, the best damn one in the business, the straight and Dean up the Bills. Nobody talking in the live chat. Talk. Use thumbs. Text. If you don't have thumbs, use your damn index fingers. Talk to us. Give us something to talk about. 80 to go here in the race.
Yeah, and I got something to talk about, and that was a restart by Tristan Bruce. That high side, once again, Jake, it is just dominant when you've got the grip. You get up to that high side, and it's almost impossible to stop the momentum. You see Bulldog, he had made his way all the way up to second on the start. Tristan got that good of a start, but I'm looking now, the Bulldog looks tonight. I don't want to put the jinx on him, but that truck's looking real strong this evening. Yeah,
very, very strong here this evening. For the Bulldog, Adam Newton tried to mix it up here with him, up 21 spots. Obviously, went up 20 now that he's dropped the spot to Tristan Bruce. Top 5 out of them, 4 of them have gained spots. The one driver that has not, believe it or not, Jeff Burke. He's down 3 spots from where he started at the race. The only reason is that is, hell, he started on the damn pole. So, I mean, but he is trying. He is coming. Wood almost hits the wall. Slides up right in front of Jeff Burke. Burke trying to hold on to it. Newton on his inside. Michael, they're racing like this is the last lap, but we still got 78 laps to go.
Yeah, a little crazy right now, and don't look now, but there's a green and black truck making his way up that's been running in the back all night. He needs a win for this thing, and that is our former champion, Matt Lee. He has worked his way up to 6th. As long as he's in the back, I'm going to say he's all set for tires, so you might want to keep an eyeball out on that 04 truck, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, Matt Lee, very good here as well. Challenge for the lead is on. It's Jeff Merck, Tristan Bruce, a couple of Catch Fence Motorsports drivers, and Matt Lee, obviously, right there in that Catch Fence Motorsports brigade. And don't count out Brandon Broadfoot. He has slid himself up 15 spots all the way up to the 10th spot. So Catch Fence Motorsports, very, very good here this evening when it matters. Here was 77, now 76 laps to go as the time keeps on rocking. Here tonight as we're closing in at 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast. Here we go, Merck and Bruce right there with them. Here's Newton. Here's Wood. Here we go. Let's back up. Lay down to the inside of James Beard. Wood is in the way. Here comes Tiny Horse. Ryan Johnson. Where did he come from? We had talked about him all night long, Michael.
Now that's what I'm saying. These new players making their way to the front. The guys that need wins are starting to make their way up. We see Broadfoot. All that strategy seems to pay off. He's back up to the top 10. And Newton, Wood, all these fellas that we've had up front all night, they're getting a little bit of pressure from a couple of new guys, and this is going to get fun, Jake.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting, obviously, when you get the best of the best here with the Friday Night Series. All of them right here throw a blanket over every damn one of them, so it's going to get a little bit interesting right here. Obviously, Jeff Burt, Tristan Bruce up there at the front. What about blocking right here, Michael? I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's a little bit too early to try to put some of these blocks, try to hold these guys off? I think it's a little bit too early with 74 to go.
Now, I think it depends who you do it to. If somebody needs the points and stuff, they may just want to wash you right on out, but that's part of the game anymore. The blocking that puts the arrow on the truck, all that stuff, I mean, that's just part of the game. We're going to start seeing nose chopping. We're going to start seeing these blocks get bigger and bigger, so hold on to your hats, everybody. We've had a great, clean race. This has been one of the best that I've announced in a long time. Great racing up front, so let's hope it doesn't deteriorate to that. We got to move somebody to get our points, but as I said, watch this 04 truck because he has just held his ground all night, and now he's got the track position.
Yeah, obviously sitting up in a 6th spot, trying to get around James Beard right behind him. Here we go, Wood right there to the inside. Newton slid a little bit, trying to go for the twofer on the Catch Fence Motorsports guys. Trying, not able to do it. Lee right in behind him. Lee may want him to get the hell out of the way and make it a 1-2-3 for Catch Fence Motorsports. But Wood on the inside, Merck and Bruce up top, Newton up in there as well. Michael, to be honest with you, there for a second, we honestly was looking at a new Atlanta, like the Super Speedway Atlanta. It looked like if there for a second, it's that shut the door, not able to do it. One down to the inside, trying to go for the lane, 70 to go, or 71 to go.
That's little bitty mistake by Merck there, and that's going to bring everybody tightening right up. But you see the last corner there, Matt Lee had that huge run, but the aerial got him. He had to not get into gas as soon as MDW did, and that cost him a little bit. But here we go, that high line train again. If you can keep it up there, MDW is going to say the hell with that. Slide job, and here comes Matt Lee right with him.
That might be the interesting part right there, Michael. This is something that I've been wanting to see for a little while, the Matt show. Matt Lee, Matthew Wood, you get an opportunity right here at it. Wood pretty much locked into the next round to go into the Fast 12. Lee, on the other hand, is in a completely different boat. Lee needs a win to get in. And we've seen both of these drivers. We've seen, a couple of times where they've had a little bit of a run in here and there. It's going to slide up and hit a wall. Almost got interested, but now let's open the door for Bruce and Newton to slide down to the inside, take advantage of that. Merck's going to slide back to the fifth spot.
Yeah, Merck a little all over the place. James Beard a little slide there. Everybody doing a great job, not checking up too much, take the guys out. And once again, here we see Flanagan, him and his two broken fingers, out here fighting one of the hardest tracks on the whole circuit, the old Atlanta. Sliding, abrasive, nasty. This is just fantastic. We've had a great race all night long. These guys are doing unbelievable job with this old track, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is what you love to see. You really love to see this kind of racing right here. Hard, cleaned, and out of control. Literally. Look at Jeff Merck. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Focused. Looking all over the place. He's looking here. He's looking there. He ain't worried about his cup anymore with God knows what's in it. Captain Morgan, I think he's a Captain Morgan guy. Anyway, he ain't worried about that drink right now. His eyes are straight up focused. And this is a man that's running in the fifth spot, and look what's behind him. God help everybody with all that going on right there. I mean, literally, you got guys diving to the inside, taking runs. You saw the eyes of Jeff Merck and what he has got going on. That is how, I mean, that is the level of competition on the Friday night concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series.
Yeah, you're talking about he's a Captain Morgan guy. He's about my age. He might be a Mad Dog 2020 guy. I'm not really sure. Hopefully he learned his lesson on that, right? You see guys, man, they're Merc way up high. A couple other guys in the back way up high trying to get these runs. The arrow, we got Isaac Bevan in the chat. Was the arrow a huge deal for you, Isaac? Let us know in the chat right there. But these guys doing their best to try to get some clean air on the nose. James Beard, this highline's unbelievably strong. As we know, Tiny Horse is fast. We'll see if he's able to make a pass down here in 1 and 2, but almost half the slide job people at this point. We've seen it over and over, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, you know what, Dean? You love the entertainment part. Anybody with the Mad Dog 2020s, if you went through that, that's a bad deal. But if you lived through it, anyway, battle for the lead up here. Wood and Lee trying to go with it. Give us a like, get us a subscribe, ring the bell, and keep up with everything going on here with the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. DSR Electric Truck Series fixing to start their season right back up with points paid, obviously, for the big one, the Daytona season opener, as we always do this Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and only on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Obviously, the Florida Cabinet or the Prosperous Engineering Endurance Series on Tuesday nights. Dean, are they running this Tuesday night? They are. Where are they at this Tuesday night? They're at a road course for 2 hours. I guarantee I'm telling you that. So we'll just leave it at the Brickyard. Obviously, for 2 hours. There you see it right there, March. Well, the dates are a little bit back on that one, but it will be this Tuesday for the Prosperous Engineering at the Brickyard for 2 hours, Indianapolis. That'll be a good one as well. And I believe season 3 for the NASCAR Cup Series will be starting up here pretty soon as well. So you get all the racing right here. A couple of weeks getting started back up for the Wednesday series. So keep it right here with the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Keep up with everything going on with the world of the North American Sim Racing Association. Adam Newton up here trying to hold on to fourth. Flanagan taking shots after shots after shots, but he's not able to make it work. I cannot believe I did that, but Burke's still right there behind him trying to take a shot as well, not able to do it. Look at him, he's starting to get, Michael, he looks like he's almost give out. Like literally, he's either give out or he is just that damn focused. I think he's give out though.
I do like seeing the difference when the straightaways come and then when the corners come. We get the whole different facial expression as the corners get there. Straight when I get on the gas now. Oh, let's relax. Now we're good. See, Tiny Horse putting the pressure on him here. Like I said, Jake, it just looks like you got to commit to make a pass on the bottom right. You just got to throw it in and try the slide job. Hope you don't, lose your way. But as we saw in the chat there, Isaac Bevan, I asked him how bad it was, and he said the aero is definitely huge and the tires do not have the grip to compensate. So that'll show you why these guys are trying all these different lanes. Keep the air on the nose, try to get the best run they can.
And Michael, we talk about some of these races with 60 laps to go. As you see Adam Newton right here battling with Flanagan for that fourth spot, right in behind the third place driver, Tristan Bruce, right in behind Matt Lee. But when we go to Talladega, obviously, as we almost got it interesting right there with Flanagan and Newton. But real quick, Michael, when we go to places like Daytona and Talladega and even New Atlanta, those tracks and those races will fry your mind. Just because, you got so much going on, you're thinking, you're trying to figure out the right spot and everything else. This is one of those tracks that I don't think would necessarily fry your mind. I think one of these tracks, like Jeff Merck that we saw, at least this is me, will absolutely wear you out. Because you're trying to hold the wheel straight, you turn a little bit too much, you get loose, or possibly turn a little bit too much, you're gonna burn the right front off of it, you slide up, you hit the wall, it kills your exit. You got so much going on, and at the same time, you're trying to save tires, you're trying to be fast, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. It just seems like that this kind of racetrack of how it used to be, it is more demanding physically than it is mentally, even on a sim, but it just seems like that.
I would agree with that. I mean, there's other things involved, right? You got your spotter in your ear, you're trying to listen to your RPM, you're trying to listen for wheel slip, it's constant, it's physical, and it's mental. These guys, people that watch, all the family members at home, it's just a hobby. No, this is hard to do, folks. It's hard to do. It's about as close as you can get to not being in it. You don't have the heat. You don't have the G-forces. But everything else is about as close as you can get. It's just hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. All the family members, if, your husband, your wife, or your kid, when they get done with this race, give them a cold beer. Seriously. And if you haven't yet and you're just new to the channel, obviously like and subscribe to the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. But if you got a family member that lives with you, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, whatever, hook them up with a cold beer after this. Unless you're Matthew David Wood, because obviously he's underage and obviously you can't do all that. But any of the other ones, maybe Tristan Bruce, I think he might be underage too. But the rest of them, get them a cold beer after this, because they are working their tails off right now here for you, the fans of the NASCAR 360 Racing Network, doing a damn fine job of it. Tiny Horse, Ryan Johnson going to slide up here, smack dab in the middle of the top 5, trying to hold on to it. Flanagan right there behind him. Now Johnson's going to take a shot. He'll take a shot on the board. Adam Newton trying to make it interesting right here. Blue Lights Racing, all of them over there working together. Luke Smith, obviously, in that group as well. He's back there in the 10th spot. But Johnson trying to go after Adam Newton. Newton not wanting to give it up.
Yeah, it's just so hard on the bottom, Jake. These guys, they want to get back on the gas. They're snapping loose. One, there you go, see it again. Just a little bitty snap, and you don't get the tires into the asphalt, and you're going to get passed if you're side by side, or you're not going to complete the pass. And we're seeing it over and over again. The only true pass we are seeing is complete commitment, throw it in and slide it up. You just hope the man in front of you is burning your equipment down, but these guys have showed they're able to hang on to it, Jake. I don't know what you do here. You try a different line. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? And Michael, I'll ask you this as well, because obviously, I talked about it a second ago. Johnson, Newton, teammates with Blue Lights Racing. They're over there in the same Discord chat. They're sitting there talking, and some of the NASCAR veterans that are watching this or might watch it back will actually get a kick out of this, because when I raced on Mission 1 Esports with my teammates, and I was racing with Brady LaBeouf and Tyler Detmer and all them, it was never a point that I was racing them, but more so that I was letting them know, hey, look, I'll get the hell out of your way. Just let me know what line you're in. What's it like when you're actually racing against your teammate that is in the same chat with you? What's that like, knowing that they can literally light you up and cuss you out and not have to worry about getting penalized for it?
Yeah, that's the fun part, man. Come on now. I'm not laying over for my teammate. And I damn well nobody in the front right here is going to lay over for their teammate. So that's the fun part. You make a mistake, I'm going to take advantage of it. If I make a mistake, take advantage of it. But it is what it is, right? That's the fun part of this business. We all get to communicate. We got our friends. We got our enemies. That's the fun part of doing this. That's why these guys show up week after week on Friday nights. My job is to win, right? And I never do it, but that's my job. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, a funny story real quick. I actually laid over one time, believe it or not. Oh, good God! I want to talk about it in a minute. Adam Newton Flanagan. Good God! Oh, my gosh! What just happened right there? Holy! What happened right there? Saw it live. We're going to have to catch a couple of replays and maybe hide some family members, because Flanagan just took a hell of a run. So Adam Newton Pulse Pumpers instant replay will show. Did Newton just lose it? What happened?
Well, that looks like his wheel dislocated or something, or dislocated. Yeah. Like it lost connection or something. That's crazy.
Yeah. Good God. I mean, just a hard ride for Adam Newton.
God, how do you think them two broken fingers feel now? I hope that wasn't the Fanatec break your wrist setting right there. My God.
Good God. Adam Newton, David Flanagan have just made it hot and heavy here tonight on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Just watch Adam
Get
Newton.
his wheel. Get his wheel.
Your wife, hide your ex-wife. Watch his wheel right here. Wait a minute.
I think it disconnected. I mean, that is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're watching here. Just watch the orange line here. Either he lost it and tried to catch it and it snapped, or his wheel disconnected. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's simply he lost connection on his wheel for a minute.
Yeah, we may can talk to Adam Newton possibly here in a minute, kind of see what the hell happened as we have pit stops going on as well. Wow.
Yeah, that was
Hot Atlanta. This is Hot Atlanta for you right here, Michael.
Yeah, it's just snapped. I think he lost connection or something just for a second, which you'll have that in the virtual world, folks. I mean, yeah, it just took a right turn. Absolutely took a right turn.
My gosh. I tell you what, we ain't gonna have to worry about Adam Newton coming back out there on the racetrack, I don't believe. So I tell you what, let's ask him real quick. Let's see what the hell happened. Adam Newton, Redneck and Asher Jake Reeves up here on the broadcast, buddy. What the hell just happened?
Well, I was letting him go. I got tired of him hitting me, not pushing me into the corners. I got loose and I just couldn't catch it.
Got loose and just couldn't catch it. That'll work. I tell you what. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it looked like you got a little bit loose, and it looked like you tried to straighten it back out. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. But Adam, we talked to some of the drivers just about how how abrasive the tire is here, the aerodynamics of the trucks. I mean, they all said it was a pretty rough ride, but it was fun, but it was a rough ride. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's eating the tires up, and I was just taking my time. And, some people tend to push the issue, and they just don't need to be in this league, period.
It is what it is. You try to hold on to it the best that you can. Adam Newton, buddy, are you out, or are you able to continue?
No, I'm got like 8 minutes of damage. I mean, like I said, when I got loose, I was trying to catch it, and he was a casualty.
It is what it is. Adam Newton, buddy, appreciate your time. And, hell, who knows? Stick around. We may end up having a wreck fest at the end of it, and you may get a top 10 out of it. Who knows?
Yeah. Thanks, Adam.
That was Adam Newton. Anyway, Pace Truck is all getting ready to damn, I've messed up now. Pace Truck is off. Fourth caution is over with. We are back green with Tristan Bruce. Head pit stops, everybody, literally everybody went down pit road. Brandon Bodfoot actually went down to extra time, obviously, on that strategy. Come on down with 3 wide. Come on down, Tiny Horse Rod Johnson. Matt Lee goes to the front. Wood gets kicked back a spot, and Tiny Horse Rod Johnson going to fire off on the outside and try to have a shot for the lead.
Yeah, great restart out of both these guys. I mean, we waited for Tiny Horse all night, played the strategy perfectly, and then where did Dustin Scruggs come from? I know he was up around 5'6", but here he is right for the lead. Matt Lee, MDW, all these boys. This is the battle I've been waiting to see as well. You brought it up earlier, Jake, but now we got Dana Shepard. A little slow, but we're okay. We're still green.
Still green. Kind of looks like at least for, the top 10, maybe 11 drivers, all of them single file on the racetrack until at least they get to the turn 3 here at Legacy Atlanta. That's when they start to fan out. Some on the bottom, some on the top, some in the middle, some in the 3/4 lane, some on the quarter lane for that matter. Hell, you can run anywhere. Some of them round the seam and maybe end up being the David Flanagan line, which is right up against the damn wall. Here we go. Matt Lee on the inside, took a shot. Johnson up top, trying to hold him off. Scruggs right there with him. Dustin Scruggs. Talked about him earlier on. The only reason we talked about him is because he was up front is because he started up front. Scruggs, Mission 1 Esports, trying to mix it up here with these old boys. Have a little something to say about it with 43 to go.
Yeah, and Jordan Briggs is there in the chat, but if you're still here, your guy's not washed. He's back up into the top 10. We see Matthew Montgomery working his way up there. He's in a battle with Cherry in the back. This is just great racing right now. These guys playing the strategy, playing the tires, playing the fuel game, and we got Tiny Horse leading the way.
Hot Atlanta is where it's at here for the Darren's Detail and Shine 225 here tonight. Shout out to the ATL and shout out to the Atlanta Braves. Y'all ended up winning a game. Hot damn. Good for y'all. Very proud of y'all. Do not start that. Do not start that. I'm already beef with Dean Hudson already talking about cricket being more. Was it cricket? I believe it was cricket. Yes, cricket is more popular. We don't care about cricket in the United States. We care about the Major League Baseball. We care about that. But how did I finally won my game here tonight?
Yeah, we made a World Cup. Soccer too. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't care. Dustin Scruggs, Johnson up the battle for the lead, though. With MDW, Matthew David Wood, Monty Montgomery up here in the mix as well. Jordan Bridges talked about it there in the live chat. Montgomery up here at 4th, going after Wood. Get the battle of the match going on for 3rd. You got Tiny Horse and Scruggs going for the lead. This is, like you said, Michael, this is what I wanted to see right here.
That's right, side by side. And I know Matthew Montgomery this week in the chat, he's a little tired of getting wrecked 3 weeks in a row, so I'm assuming he wants to make a statement here. So he's just bringing Cherry right along with him, and they're coming right to the front. Scruggs, Johnson, MDW, these guys doing this. This is the same story we just keep seeing over and over, though. This high lane's going to be hard to pass, babe.
Yeah, going to be very, very hard to pass as Johnson now get that tiny horse up on the high side Techler line, trying to mix it up. Scruggs, Wood, they're going to go side by side. There's two drivers right there for Mission 1 Esports going for second. Tiny horse Ryan Johnson up there with Blue Lights Racing. And Matthew Montgomery trying to mix it up with the wheelman. Teammates with Isaac Bevitt, who won at St. Petersburg. He's already in. Montgomery trying to get up in the mix as well, riding in the fourth spot with Matt Cherry. DSR Electric Truck Series champion, riding right there in the top 5.
Hey, give a shout out to one of the bosses, Dean. Let's see where old Cody Knott. He's been in the top 10 all night. Him, Rodriguez, Dane Hagen doing a great job. We see the battle at the front. Cody Knott, one of our bosses here, he's just putting together a great run here. We never give him a shout out. He needs a shout out. He had a good run last week, and we give him a shout out right now. Fastest man on the track.
Boy, you tail kissing. I'm telling you. I'm just kidding.
That's right, buddy. I'm trying to get a raise around this thing.
Johnson still, Johnson still leading it. I mean, Cody Knott, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to kiss nobody's, ass or nothing, but, he has been very much improving. Up 8 spots from where he started. Up in 9. Here we go. Wood got around Scruggs. Wood down to the inside. Takes a shot at Johnson. Matthew David Wood sliding around Tiny Johnson got up into the wall a little bit. Think about this for a second, Michael. Some of these slide jobs, Johnson riding in on his tailgate going in the wood. Michael, these slide jobs are getting closer and closer and closer. Eventually, somebody's going to pull a slide job and they're either going to get right rear hooked into the wall or they're going to do it so bad that it's going to take the guy off that's behind them, and they're going to ride in so far up their tailgate, they're going to shoot them all the way up into the damn catch fence. Some of these slide jobs, they got to be careful with these.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be eventually. I think Ryan wanted to shove him all the way out of turns 1 and 2 right there. He just couldn't quite get it done. You see Meza, lap traffic up tall. Ooh, guys moving around, but I don't know, man. Is MDW saving enough? We'll just have to wait and see, because I know Ryan Johnson's great at tire saving. Might get one more chance at a pit stop here. This is going to be right on the verge. We went back green with 44 to go. So this is going to get real interesting if we don't get another caution.
Yeah, we're here, and obviously Dean Hobson going to try to get Johnson to have cricket on his truck, have that whole cricket kind of deal and everything else on it. One thing I will say about this, Michael, watch out for the man sitting in 7th place. Now make it 6th. Just got around Matthew Montgomery. Matt Lee, obviously one of the Matts in the field. There's about 4 or 5 of them, to be honest with you, in the field. Matt Wood, Matt Cherry, Matt Lee, and Matt Montgomery. But Matt Lee, defending series champion, remember, has got to get a win to lock himself in to the Elite 12, or the Fast 12, rather. 3 wide right there in front of him. You got Cherry, you got Smith right there into that mix as well. Scruggs able to shoot by it. Here comes Matt Lee. Lee goes from 6th, trying to go to 4th. Watch out for Matt Lee. He has literally got, honestly, if you want to call it this, Michael, nothing to lose. I mean, think about it. Granted, so what? So he doesn't make it into the next round. He can throw a hell of a haymaker right here at the end of this, throw off some crazy strategy, come out of it, get the win, and make it in. So he has got to throw some kind of damn haymaker. And we saw Lee fly back a little bit. Now he's starting to work his way back up to the front.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got to work on strategy. Look at the speed in this truck. I mean, he's just got great speed. These guys are all going to block to the high side. He needs to get him cleared quickly in this corner. But may not have enough room to pull off the slide job. We'll just have to wait and see. But I bet he goes for it. There he comes. All the way up, right behind the tiny horse here. So, yeah, the speed he's got in that truck right now is incredible.
Yeah, 2nd right there, obviously, on the fastest 5-lap averages. Matt Lee already working his way up to the 3rd spot. And Matthew Wood and tiny horse Ryan Johnson Matthew David Wood, Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson are taking notice of it right now. Right damn now. Dustin Scruggs already kicked back to the 4th spot. Matt Lee holding 3rd. Here we go. We're starting to slide around a little bit. Wood up top. Track is cooling off a little bit, though, Michael. It started out at, 95 degrees. It's already all the way down to 89, so it's dropped about 6 degrees. But, if you round it up, it'd be 90, 89.6. But, who the hell cares at that point? Round it up. Make it 90. Screw it. You're showing it. But here comes Lee on the other side. He's going to try to go for 2nd on Johnson. I'm telling you, you got lap traffic up the road, Michael, with 29 to go. Matt Lee, this may be his race to lose at this point.
It may be, but if these guys don't sort it out, we're going to see what happened there in the end of stage 2, and MDW is going to drive away. But here comes Dustin Scruggs throwing it in hard, getting a little block, getting a little arrow block. You see right there, shot straight up the track, little arrow block right there. Looked like Luke Smith, or who was that on the bottom? Oh, that was Rodriguez putting it on the bottom. No, it was Luke Smith in the 83. He got 2 for 1 right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to think, Michael, when will these guys make a pit stop? Remember, they pitted on 102. It's 123 of 150. Can they make it all the way? I would think they could on gas, but the tires is going to be the issue of it, because you got to go at least 48 laps right there. They've already ran 20 laps. They might be able to make it, might not be able to make it. What are we thinking?
Well, that's exactly right now, because the longest I've ever seen anybody do at this track is 44 laps. And they did 2 caution laps before we went back green with 44 to go. So this is going to play out crazily. We may see people run out of fuel. We may see a splash and go. We're just going to have to wait and see how this rolls with 27 to go right now. But the main thing is the battle has kind of eased off. So now these guys can put it in the wind to see if they can run down MDW.
And obviously, MDW has won a lot of races here this season, a whole bunch. To be honest with you, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I ain't got a damn. Actually, I just pulled it up right here. 9 wins on the season. For for the whole season, he has won 9 times this season, trying to make it double digits, and win his 10th race of the season. And he hasn't lost on the Tuesday night Prosper Endurance Series, not once yet, from what I'm hearing by the best damn producer in the business, Australian Dean Hopton Bengals. Him and Wesley Outland call those on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Leon Nazareth 3C. I'm not sucking up to you. I'm just being honest with you. He really is. He's the best damn producer in the business. I haven't seen anybody better, to be honest with you, but that's just me. But, Wood obviously trying to go for double-digit wins here on the Friday night series. Matt Lee could change it. Starting to close in just a little bit. It was around 6/10. Now it's under 5, 0.47 to be exact. Lee might start to kind of open it up and start to kind of make a little something happen, but they're damn near running identical times. Look right here, Michael. They're damn near running identical times.
Yeah, it's identical almost every lap, but he's starting to get a little bit of pull off this draft. You can see it, like you said, it went from 6/10, it's down 1/10 and a half, and it's ticking down. A little better run off of 4 right there. We'll just see what he has for him. This is the scenario all these guys in the front want right now. They got about as clean a track as they're going to get, so they got to take advantage of it right now. Now, once again, we're in that area where these tires are you're going to be hanging on. But Matt Cherry, we've seen him make about 3 passes in the last 5 laps. We'll see what he's got for anybody here in just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And here comes Matt Cherry. He's got to take another shot. Try to go to the 3rd spot. Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson up here as well. Johnson up 13 spots. Cricket Machine, according to Dean Hopton. Top 3 have gained more than 8 spots, more than 7 spots rather. There you see the last time everybody pitted. And real quick, now, as we see right there, biggest movers, Wood, Curtis Banks. I haven't talked a whole lot about him, but he's at 13 spots all the way up as well. As we hear him possibly caution, but Robbie Richards went down pit road, got busted for black flag. Real quick, Dean, Real quick, I talked about this earlier on. Can we see the last lap that these drivers raced? Or their last lap, the very last lap that they just got through running? Because I am curious to kind of see, because I was looking at it. This was the last lap that they ran. What? 32.4, 32.4, 32.5, 32.5, 32.6. The best laps was 30.9s. Okay, that ought to tell you right there that they're a second and a half, a little bit over a second and a half slower after 20 laps. Michael, that right there shows the tire wear that we have a problem with. Real quick, 20 to go. Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go. Premier Racing Setups, you need one, you know where to go. PremierRacingSetups.com. Enter the code of NASRA, N-A-S-R-A. Get 15% off your tire order. 15% gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. You want the setups that NASRA races? Go check them out. PremierRacingSetups.com. As we're hearing, there was a crash with Raul Meza. He's able to straighten it back out. Trying to straighten it out, losing it on the bottom. Will there be a caution that will throw this race literally in a hell of a loop? No caution just yet. Nothing. Meza's got to tow it back to the pits as we will stay green right here, Michael.
Yeah, that was selfless there. Just tow yourself and get out of there, or it would have caused a caution, which would threw this thing completely through, which may have been fun to watch. What do you think?
It would have been a hell of yeah.
I'm not saying we're not going to see another one here either. These tires are starting to leave every one of these. Everybody's trying as hard as they can, but MDW is starting to stretch it out to about 8/10 right now. Oh, Meza, all the way across the grass. I'm sure he snapped loose. Oh my gosh. Hang on there, bud.
How did nobody T-bone him?
I don't know. I do not know.
Nobody T-boned him. He spun it around. And race director TJ Moore said that was not a caution, so we will stay green with 17 to go. And I mean, what do you think right there, Michael? I mean, Dean says it's fair. I'm kind of borderline. What do you think?
I'm kind of happy that don't throw it right there, because people will say, oh, somebody manipulated the race, or we did that. We may end up with some green flag pit stops, all that good stuff. So
yeah,
I kind of like it. That's a non-call there.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I mean, you don't. Then you got that whole deal with gas and then tires and all that good stuff, and possibly looking at 2 seconds slower. I mean, you just got a whole lot of factors. We're already 32 laps since they pitted with 16 laps to go. I mean, you got a hell of a lot of factors right here. Don't throw the caution unless it's absolutely necessary. I wouldn't throw the caution to start with. I wouldn't give a damn if there's a, 10-car pileup. Keep it green, see who survives. Don't screw it up right here. Let's see how this sucker finishes out. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, and we see Lee's closed it down 2/10. It was almost 8, and he's got it down to a half a second now. So he has found a little bit of something. We'll see if Matthew Wood will counter, take his line away. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, that's a great reminder. Actually, Dean actually brought this up right here. Maybe take a shot. Tristan Bruce has actually took that shot. Actually went down a lap. Actually, he is way down there. I mean, something to miss big time on the Tristan Bruce machine. Him and Brandon Broadfoot, both of them, all the way down, one lap down right here. But, what do you think about that, Michael? Some of these guys up here like Wood, or, maybe not Matt Lee, but, Matthew David Wood, Johnson, some of these guys, or maybe some guys outside the top 10, like a Beard, like a Painter, like a Shepherd, to possibly jumping on down as Bruce has actually got a meatball flag. Something happened to the 3. But what do you think about possibly making a pit stop right here and hoping for a caution to maybe kind of wave it back around? What do you think about that? Because I don't think it would work out, though.
No, it wouldn't work, because you go a lap down, and the best that would happen, you'd take a wave around, you'd be at the back of the field. So nobody's going to do that. They're going to run this out to the end. As we said, the fuel is going to be very, very close, folks. I don't care what anybody thinks. That is going to be very, very close right here. I've seen guys run 44 laps at this track. I've never seen anybody go farther than that. So this is going to get real, real interesting toward the end right
here. The interesting part to think about this for a second, Michael, You said 44 laps. Well, they would obviously, you know, they're going to have to run around 48, 49 laps to be able to make it. What do you do when you make the pit stop? Do you take tires? Do you take gas? Do you take 2 tires? What do you do?
Nah, it's a splash.
Yeah. I mean, I would think it's got to be a splash, but think about it like this. Old tires, abrasive surface, snapping loose down on the bottom, trying to get off a pit road. You could have guys spitting tires. I mean, so much could happen right here. I don't want to see a caution. I want to see. I am all, you know, I'm all for sponsors, and Pro obviously they need to have their love, and Pulse Pumpers does too. But let this sucker play out. Let's see how this plays out right here, especially if they got to make pit stops and make green flag pit stops. I'm very intrigued to see how this will work out. As we got a hell of a battle going on for third.
Yep. Yeah, it's too late to pit right now, Dean. If you do it now, you're going to lap down. There's no other way to look at it. We see Cherry, he's wobbling everywhere. Johnson's wobbling everywhere. Scruggs. Tires are letting up on everybody, folks. The main thing right now is gas. Unless something has changed in these trucks that I'm not aware of. Like I said, they had 2 laps of pacing, so they're got 46 green flag laps to run. I do not know if that's possible. I just don't know. This is something I can get the calculator out on. I just do not know at this point.
9 laps to go here tonight for the Darren Detail and Shine 225. 9 to go. Cherry trying to hold on. He is sitting in 6th. There's Scruggs. There's Johnson. 4th and 5th right in front of him. Nick Smith coming to front trying to pull away. Matthew David Wood has opened up to a 2.5 seconds over Matt Lee. A while ago we saw him. Lee was right up his tailgate. And Lee is literally seeing his shot to make it into the next round go away. I mean, literally, he's starting to watch it. Literally, he's starting to watch his shot drive away to make it into that fast 12, Michael. I mean, you know, it is continuing to grow. It's almost at 2 seconds right here. Lee needs to win. Wood doesn't need it, but Wood, knowing what's at hand, knowing what's at stake, probably wants to go ahead and get this win and keep Lee from making it into the next round, because that's one less fast driver that he's got to worry about.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's your champion from last year. You want to get rid of him as fast as possible. If they can do that, you know, more power to them. And here we see this, the top line's still good, but these guys are battling. They're just hanging on for dear life right now. Every time they come off a 2, they're loose. Every time they get up in here, they're trying not to shoot straight out to the wall and keep the momentum. These guys are doing great work right now. You see Cody Knott continuing to stay in the top 5 when it comes to these lap times. Devin Painter, they're just too far back to make a difference right now. Matthew Wood is stretched to 2 seconds.
T. Bruce already showing, obviously, he is 2 laps quicker than everybody else. And, you know, I think possibly, I mean, granted, he's 2 laps down and he is so much faster than everybody. But I think, Michael, when he got that meatball flag a while ago, I think maybe he blew a damn tire. To be honest with you, because if you blow a tire here on iRacing, if your tire goes down so low, they will bust you and give you a meatball flag just like you blew a tire. So I think he might have blew a tire, and that might have been the situation he was in.
Yeah, and we saw that out of Merck, too, I think. We saw a second ago it showed up as a meatball, so he may have had the same problem. Now, Tristan is back here in 21st. He's a lap down, so he's got to pass everybody twice in 5 laps. So I don't think that's going to matter.
Four to go.
Great battle right here.
Yeah, hell of a battle right here. Scruggs, Haney right here in this mix. Matt Cherry, Johnson, all this going on for the 4th spot. And remember, every point matters. Every position matters to try to make it in the next round. Michael, it's been well documented. We've talked about it before. Even think about it this past season for the DSR Electric Truck Series Championship. Jeffrey Johnson Jr. made it in by 1 point over Jonathan Cofield to make it into the championship race. That is how close it is. We've seen it time and time again. 1 point to make it into a championship race or make it into the next round. So, and we saw how close that cut line was. 3 laps to go. We're going to find out where everybody sets up to try to make it into the round of 12. With 3 to go, Wood got it over 2 seconds right here. Right on board, Matthew Montgomery sitting in the 8th spot.
Yeah, just some fantastic battles right here. The way these guys are going, I don't think any of them have worries for fuel. So something may have changed on these trucks. I've never seen anybody go this far with it. So I'm impressed by these guys, able to get almost 50 laps out of this battle. These tires, of course, the tires are like 26. Yeah, well, I mean, we're on lap 46 of the fuel run. I'm blown away by that, Jake. I did not think you could do it.
Well, there you see it right there. It was 100% fuel capacity. Obviously, I thought it was going to be right there in that area. And to be honest with you, I figured more people would be blowing tires more than anything. But Darren's Detail and Shine, 225 with the Darren's Detail and Shine, 1 to go. And Matthew David Wood got out to almost a second, riding that high side tickler line. He ain't worried about the moonshine because he ain't old enough to drink it. MDW, Matthew David Wood, final time through 3 and 4. Now he'll take it all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. 10th win of the season for the youngster from West Virginia. Matthew David Wood, checkered flag. He wins the Darren's Detail and Shine, 225. Matt Lee comes home second. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, able to hold off that hell of a charge from Johnson, Cherry, Haiti, and Scruggs. He'll get in the 3rd spot. Johnson gets 4th. Cherry, Haiti, Scruggs, Montgomery, Cody Knott, good drive by him. And Josh Rodriguez rounded out the top 10, but Wood got him another one, 10th win of the season.
Yeah, we say it over and over, Jake. I know people get tired of just saying it, but somebody's got to step up and beat this kid. Now, I don't know what that's going to take to do, but somebody's going to have to step up and beat this kid to keep him from getting that championship this year.
Yeah, SVG, nah, I doubt it. Wood coming around right here, gonna obviously burn it down right here on the front stretch here at Legacy Atlanta. Obviously, race results are official. Obviously, the race director and everybody, they'll go back and they'll check out everything where everybody finished. Possible penalties, you know, stuff may end up happening to where it moves drivers around here and there, but Wood gonna burn it down right here on the front stretch. Matter of fact, he just spun it around twice and said, screw it, right here I am. This is where I'm gonna park it. Right here at the start-finish line because he owns it. Here tonight for the Darren's Detail and Shine 225. Race results up on your screen, 150 laps. Obviously, total distance 226. Screw it, make it 225, round it off. It sounds better that way. 15 green flag lead changes between 10 different drivers, 4 cautions for 12 total laps. Hard Charger obviously was MDW Matthew David Wood up 21 spots, matching his truck number, ironically enough. Wood led the most laps of 50, with Scruggs hitting the fastest lap when Jeff Burke was on the pole here this evening. When it's all said and done, after leading 80 laps, MDW Matthew David Wood comes home with a win. Matt Lee will get second. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog will end up finishing 3rd. We'll talk to those drivers here in just a little bit. Tidy Horse Ryan Johnson comes home 4th with Matt Cherry in 5th. Keith Haiti gets 6th. Dustin Scruggs 7th. Matthew Montgomery, Cody Knott, Josh Rodriguez, the top 10.
Yeah, coming home 11, Devin Painter. Coming home 12, James Beard. Good run for James. Curtis Banks making a good run up 13 spots to finish 13th. 14th, Dana Shepard. 15th, Ed Osborne. 16th, Dane Hagan. Nice run out of Dane. 17th, Matthew Cummings. He needed a good run tonight. Got a pretty good run. Nick Sacco, 18th. 19th, Brandon Broadfoot. For all the strategy, we'll have to wait and see how the points shake out for him. And look at this. The Bulldog, after having the quote-unquote I got loose and kind of lost it there, finished on the lead lap in 20th, Jake.
Tristan Bruce going to round out 21st with Jeff Burke, 22nd. Ken Spence Motorsports, 21-22. Raul Meza took a slide, took a spin, took a tow. He gets 23rd, with Robbie Richards finished 24th. David Flanagan took a hell of a ride up on the outside retaining wall over in turn 1 and 2. He will finish 25th here tonight with Brandon Schumann 26th. Isaac Bevan has already locked himself into the round of 12. He ain't got nothing to worry about, but ends up getting T-boned. He will finish 27th. And Arca Breaker himself, Adam Lottie, will finish 28th here this evening. TJ Moore, race director of it all, here tonight for the Darren's Detail and Shine 225. And that's how it was. We'll be right back here with post-race interviews here at Hot Atlanta. Don't go anywhere. Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series from Hot Atlanta. We're back right after this.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Back here at Hot Atlanta, MDW Matthew David Wood getting the race win for the Darren's Detail and Shine 225. Whoever come up with that whole slogan right there needs a raise. Hell of a name for a race. And Wood gets it. He owns it. He got it done here tonight at Legacy Atlanta. Wood, congratulations. Stage 2 winner and obviously, Stage 2 winner presented by the Glass Mechanic and also winning the race here tonight. Matt, 10th win of the season. Congratulations on the win, buddy. Tell us about it.
Oh yeah. Again, like I said in stage 2, I mean, this place was absolutely melting. Hot Atlanta should have been probably called Melting Atlanta. I mean, I was sweating just thinking about it. But no, I did a really good job at saving tires. I know back when I first started that the long runs were my main place where I struggled. So that's what I've worked hardest on in iRacing, and I think tracks like this can really set you out from other people. And me, Lee, Luke, everybody that was up front, even Tristan, Merck, and all them. I mean, they're incredibly hard to beat. They're insane drivers, and to beat them, it's like always, it's an honor to even be here. So had a lot of fun.
Yeah, Matthew, tell us how hard it was to pass tonight. It looked very hard. Like the top lane could really, really defend. Was it just the fact of I got to shove this in there, slide job it up, and hope it sticks, or was there any other way you thought you might be able to get it done?
Later on in the run, I felt like the top, because the last couple laps, I was just trying the top to see what my lap times were like, and I wasn't really getting an advantage. Off of 2, I was, especially, I mean, if you're pinching somebody down, they're not going to be able to get as good of a run. They're not going to have optimal lap times on the bottom, but there at the end, I don't feel like it was as good as maybe in the beginning of the run. So a couple times I found myself passing people on the bottom just by holding a good line, but slide jobbing in 3 and 4 is really your only way you're going to get it done, at least for me, because I could get a run off of 2. I was one of the best on the top in 1 and 2, so I could slingshot down the back, but that's the only way I could pass anyway.
MDW, buddy, final question, obviously translated into your sponsors, any shout-outs. But 10th win of the season, you're going in basically riding the momentum. Literally, I mean, seriously, with the momentum that you're riding going into the Fast 12, what are we feeling like is our strongest track going into the Fast 12 that can help you make it into that championship round and obviously try to get that very first coveted Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series title?
Had to pull this up real quick. I don't even know what tracks we're going to. I love Richmond. Richmond.
Talladega's one of them.
I've been getting pretty good at super speedways. I've been working on them. I've had some help. Flanagan's tried to help me on super speedways. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. But Richmond will be the place that hopefully I can get it done. It's one of my all-time favorite tracks. I used to hate Darlington, but I've learned Darlington as well. So I think those are two very strong tracks for me. What sucks is that I hate Auto Club. I really do. I despise it. But if I don't get a championship again, if anything this season, I became the all-time Nazareth wins leader, and I did what I needed to do this season. And no matter what, I've led the normal points all the way through, and that's a championship in my book.
Damn sure is. Matt Lee comes home with the win here tonight. Matt, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. Real quick, throw those sponsors and any shout-outs out.
Well, got to shout out the actual Matt Lee for finishing third. I hear you laughing back there. But no, and I got to thank Outlier, outlierspeedco.com. We make some of the best setups on iRacing with a little group of people. We race Saturday night. It's hard competition there. So got to thank them for all they do. Got to thank everybody who supports Nazareth and everybody that supports the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. And thank God for sending Jesus Christ down for us. And we'll go on to Richmond and hopefully get us a two-peat.
Trying to go for the two-peat. The weatherman, MDW, Matthew David Wood, comes home with a win. Obviously, Matt, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week. That was MDW Matthew David Wood going to try to go for the two-peat next week. Obviously, when we go to Richmond, as he mentioned, go to second place finisher Matt Lee. Matt, damn, again, coming on with a P2, buddy. What more did you need right there to be able to have a shot and try to get Wood? Obviously, we saw the point situation and everything else, so I know that's heartbreaking and everything, but what else did you need to have to try to run down Wood?
Yeah, I needed to wait another 5, maybe 10 laps to really have a chance to just run by them guys. Save my tires there because I dropped to the back of the guys that had tires, and I was just trying to get a tire advantage. I think it went a little too soon. Needed to win.
Yeah, Matt, this is Mike. I loved your strategy, man. You kind of played the game. Then you got your track position. It just seemed like, as I was talking to Matthew David there, that it was hard to pass if you could get to the bottom, but the top would pull. Was the arrow and the tire just kind of detrimental when you was behind someone? Was that what it was? I saw you go all the way to the wall, try everything you could, but did it seem just like burn it up a little too quick?
Yeah, I mean, I made a run at him there right there with like 30 to go. And I knew I was either going to get there then or it was going to be over. Just the way that the arrow played, you heated the tire up. Once you heated the tire up, you had to give it way too long to let it cool down to really to make another run back at him. I tried a couple times, couldn't get it cooled off enough. Like I could close back in a tenth or two, but I mean it weren't what I was going to need once I got up behind him. Like I said, I think I just went a little too soon. I needed a bigger tire advantage when I finally decided to go from like 6th or 7th there to be able to get to him with the track position that I had starting that stage. But could have gotten a caution, still had a set in the pits, so that'd have been fun.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see. Matt Lee comes home with the P2 here tonight. Matt, buddy, final question, obviously translated to your sponsors. Like I said, we talked about it. You talked about it as well. I mean, you need to win. Odds are, according to how the points and everything, obviously you're going to be knocked out and you won't be able to defend your title. What does that mean for the next 4 races when you go to Richmond and then Darlington and then Talladega and then Auto Club? Does that give you a little bit of extra fire to go out there and go, you know what, damn it, I ought to be in this next round and I ought to be able to at least defend my title? Does that give you a little bit more fire for the next 4 or for the next 4 weeks?
Yeah, I didn't earn my spot there, so there's no beef about that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go out there and give it hell, and try to get everything we can. Put a couple more wins up there would be nice, but sounds like might have a shot against MDW at Auto Club. So
Matt Lee comes home with a P2 here tonight. Matt, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time. Go ahead and throw those sponsors and shout outs out.
Yeah, thank you guys for always for doing the broadcast, and Cody, Cody Brady, all the guys behind the scenes at Nazareth. MDW, good job on the win. All the guys up there at the front, and a lot of fun racing those guys and see whose strategy is going to play out.
Matt Lee comes home with a P2 here this evening. Matt, buddy, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you in Richmond, Virginia next Friday night.
Have a good one, boys.
That was Matt Lee comes home with the P2 here tonight. We'll go to the always entertaining third place finisher. I've been working on it, Luke. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can with it. Kermit the Frog here. Am I even getting close? Am I even getting close, Luke? I'm trying the best I damn can. I'm trying to make Miss Piggy happy. But, buddy, you come on with a P3 here tonight, up 11 spots. Tell us about your race, buddy, because, I mean, you got up there, you mixed it up with him up there at the front, done a pretty good job. Tell us about it.
Well, it was a whole lot of fun. It's hot Atlanta. I made a comment during the race. I was like, man, this version of Atlanta feels weird. It almost feels like the old version. And then I got put back into reality by Ryan Johnson yelling at me, telling me this is the old Atlanta, you idiot. But I was just out there. I was sliding around, having fun, out of the playoffs, but just still able to put good runs together and just working my way through. And there we go with this my third top 5 in a row. I'm having fun.
Yeah, I was about to mention that, Luke. I mean, a great run last week, finished second, got third this week. You feeling good about Richmond? I know you wish you were still going in the playoffs. You seem like you're in a real good rhythm, but you seem like you're managing your tires real well, and that's a big thing at Richmond. How you feel about next week, bud?
I feel pretty good about it. I like Richmond. Obviously, I've had some situations there before, but it's all water under the bridge, and I'm just gonna go out there, do my best. I'm gonna try and beat these guys because these guys are. Turns out that these guys are actually really good at this whole racing thing, and I'm just sitting here having fun. But yeah, it's. I always love Richmond. It's one of the closest tracks to me, and gonna go out there and have some fun.
Oh, God, I love him. I love him to death. Luke, buddy, you come home with third here tonight. Final question about that. Obviously, you got knocked out very early on. You mentioned it as well. What's it like not having the pressure, anymore? Obviously, I mean, you had the pressure early on in the season to be able to try to, make, or at least early on in the playoffs. Obviously, you didn't make it into the Elite 18 and everything. But what's it like not having the pressure that some of these other guys has got, like a Matt Lee or Brandon Broadfoot or Matt Cherry, all these guys right there at that cut line? What's it like just going out there and just saying the hell with it, throw it up on the wall, see if it sticks, and just getting out there and having fun? What's it like?
Oh, I mean, it's awesome. Like, I wish I would have gotten eliminated from the playoffs a long time ago. I wish I didn't even make them, because now I can just go out on the track, turn my brain off, and just drive the thing, rather than worry about what here gets me points and what does this and what does that. I can just go out there and race, which is somehow it's become the most fun I've had in a while on iRacing. So I love it.
Yeah, I'm starting to think half of that is BS and half of it might be real. I'm not 100% on that. That's the playoff grid that you see. Luke's buddy, Kermit the Frog, obviously, congratulations on the P3. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs that you want to thank? And you got to do it in the Kermit the Frog voice, just for the fans.
Alrighty, sir. First off, I'd like to thank Florida Cabinet Distributors. They paid for my season, and they're a great company. Mr. Father of Joshua Suss, because Josh won't tell me his name. But they paid for my season. I'd like to thank you guys. You guys put on a fantastic broadcast. I always love to go back and watch it. Shout out everybody who contributes in making this league happen. This is a lot of fun. And thank thank all you guys for watching. This has been a fantastic race.
Oh, gotta give a shout out to Miss Piggy. I'm sure she's loving this right here. Luke Smith covered the frog, buddy. Congratulations on the P3. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at Richmond next week, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, God, I love it, kid. I love it, Dad. Awesome race. Obviously, that does it for the post-race interviews. As we close out one here tonight, Legacy Hot Ladder Darren's Detail and Shine 225. Michael, buddy, always a pleasure calling the races with old Eminem. Your final take. There's the playoff grid. That's what you're looking like. This is obviously before the race. We don't have anything official yet. Obviously, penalties, all that other stuff may end up coming into play. But, Michael, your final take on a good one here tonight, sir.
Yeah, my take is exactly that, Jake. It was a good race. This is what we expect out of the best in Nazareth. It was clean, sliding around. You had to really work your truck, work the wheel, work the throttle. It was everything you would expect from a mile and a half that's old, slick, beat up. It was a great race. I enjoyed it immensely, and as always, you two guys are the best in the business, and I appreciate being part of it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Always a pleasure calling races with you as well. Now we'll turn it over, obviously, to our great producer, the best damn one in the business. It's Greg up the Bickles. Come on, Dean. Give us a holler. Let us know what you feel like down here, down south, in the dirty south. Here in Atlanta, what do you think?
That was great. Well, didn't we only have one caution, gentlemen? Boys and girls, cats and dogs? Yeah, one caution, and then the rest of the cautions were just the stage 1 and stage 2. So you don't have that very often. So absolutely, I'm tipping the hat to all the fantastic 28 drivers here this evening that turned up for this playoff round. And TJ Moore, of course, out there race officiating. He probably didn't have a great deal to do tonight. TJ Moore probably could even almost take half the night off, sit back, relax, and take some of that moonshine that Jake was trying to hold from him. But absolutely fantastic, gentlemen. Good, and obviously hats off to MDW. As I said, I want to bring some Australian guys into the league if they want to race in the middle of the day here in Australia on a Saturday. But yeah. But anyway,
moonshine.
MBW, Matt Lee, Kermie, Tiny Horse, Matt Cherry, they're all up there. Dustin Scruggs, Double M, Matthew Montgomery, Cody Knott, and he's finished in P9 as well too. I said keep an eye out for Cody Knott in the future, guys, because he's coming thick and fast.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Cody Knott really obviously getting very, very good, and obviously still searching for that very first win here with Nazareth. So we'll see how it works out. Hotland, I love this place. It doesn't make a damn if it's the old surface or if it's a super speedway surface. Always love coming here. Always love watching races here. Always love going to races here. Near and dear to my heart, obviously. My only Nazareth win was here at Atlanta. Obviously, it was super speedway version. Take it however you want, but hey, I'll take it and I'll run with it, and I'll be tickled to death.
Win, baby.
Wait, yeah, hell yeah, win's a win. Even if it was a photo finish with Chris Blanchard, literally by 0.000 seconds. Yeah, I'll always remember it. I don't remember the date, but anyway, that's beside the point. Wood got the win here tonight. We'll see how he turns out when he goes to Virginia next week. But folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. All the great sponsors, every single one of them, Merce, Magical Creations, Glass Mechanic, obviously DSR Electric for what they do, Prosper Engineering, Florida Cabinet, obviously for the Florida Cabinet Distributors, Victory Lane. Got to give a huge shout out to Darren's Detail and Shine for what they do for the fastest, or for the white flag lap rather, and also for the title sponsorship of the race here tonight. And can't forget about the big one, which is C.O.P.S, Concerns of Police Survivors. I support everything that they do for our men and women in blue and all the families of the men and women in blue. So thank you very much to C.O.P.S for the sponsorship of the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series here on the Friday Night Series. All are great sponsors. There's so many of them. I'll probably end up forgetting one, but so many great sponsors. Thank you very much to each and every one of them. Shout out to the drivers putting on a hell of a show as they always do. Fans, y'all come out big numbers. Start lighting up that live chat just a little bit more next Friday night and interact with us. But I always love you guys out there. And obviously, bring the buff, Cody Knott, TJ Moore, everything that they do here with Nazareth, allowing us to be ourselves and entertain you, the fans. For the best damn producer in the business, Australian Dean Upton Bagels, and also for my good buddy Eminem, Michael McKinnon, on the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves, said as always say, be safe, Be kind. Be fast. Hot Atlanta in the rearview mirror. We're going to Richmond next Friday night. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and only on the Nashville 360 Racing Network. It's short track excitement, baby. We'll see you there. We can't wait.